Hi, Dr. Soroyce with Mystical Professor on this fine Monday. Hope y'all had a great weekend as we're getting through the summer and enjoying the heat, right? All right. I just got in here to talk to you about the power of eliminating negative thinking and thoughts. Another word for it as kind of disguised in our great book, the Bible, is the pruning of the vines. Neville even had a lecture about pruning the vines. And the reason why we prune the vines or we take all the weeds out of our garden, guys, is so that we only produce fruit, okay? You don't want the weeds and you don't want the dead vines, meaning, that is speaking metaphorically, but what we're trying to say is we don't want to come from a place of lack when manifesting our desires. So, I also purchased the book, the collection, the 12 chapters, and I will be reading each and every book, as painful as it may be, because I've read pretty much all of them except one, maybe two, but pretty much all of them. So now I'm going to read them to you guys because someone else read them and, it just didn't resonate with me as well as it will with me reading them. But in the first book, At Your Command, it opens up saying that vain repetition will get you nowhere because it actually gives you the opposite. There's been an ongoing debacle amongst coaches in the manifesting community regarding robotic affirming, and Neville insists that it doesn't work. Personally, it doesn't work for me really either. I have done it. It showed, I saw some results, but not really, not exactly what I was looking for. So it's more effective to do it the way I've been teaching you, obviously, by assuming and embodying that state, because you embodying that state, feeling it to be real, breathing it into fruition is more effective, because when you're inhaling as deep as you can and exhaling every bit of air, doing that anywhere from 111 times a day to 2,000 times a day, whatever you can handle, has been proven to be extremely effective with neuroimaging scans from fMRIs as well as positron emission tomographies, PET and fMRIs, okay? So we got scientific evidence that proves that deep breathing is extremely helpful. Not only that, it can add years to your life. Because most people, about 99% of people, are walking around taking quick, shallow breaths, and they're really bad for you, okay? Because you're keeping all that nastiness inside your body, truly, and you're not eliminating what you need to, all the filth, all that negative thinking, all that nastiness that's inside you needs to be eliminated. And you can do that simply by breathing. Just, sit down a couple times a day and breathe in and out. Deep inhalation, deep exhalation. Really. Whatever you breathe in, push it all out. I've shown you that with Neville's prayer. He found it to be quite effective. And guys, he preached for a long time, not a couple years. He preached from the 30s all the way up until a few months before he left this sphere of time. Because we never die. We know that we're a God having a human experience. You're made manifest for the pleasure of God. He chose you in him before the foundation of time, and you're made in his likeness and image, meaning you, just like I said, at your command, you can command things or decree things into fruition, okay? The key is no negative thoughts. Weed that garden, prune those vines, however you want to look at it. I know this to be true from myself, because once you eliminate all that negative thinking and you're breathing in deeply and you're only focusing on positive things, even if it's something simple like wonderful things are happening to me right now, isn't it amazing? Or everything in my life is perfect, I'm the woman or man who has it all. Your subconscious already knows what that means. It's better than sitting here complaining Can't do that. That's even in the Bible, and these scriptures that I'm referring to will be in my description as always, because I'm here to help you succeed in manifesting your desired reality fast, not wait for years, okay? And the fastest way to do it is to, like I said, decide and assume that you have that which you desire, embody that state, feel it, feel what would you be feeling if it was true. Wear it as a coat, a shirt, a necklace. I don't care, anything. Wear that feeling, okay? If anything, be in a state of harmony and peace. And breathe in deeply. I personally recommend waking up in the morning and meditating. Joe Dispenza does it anywhere from 1 to 2 hours. I personally do it for at least 1 to 2 hours myself, and then I do it throughout the day. Instead of watching TV, or if you're watching TV, you can do it along with watching TV, listening to the radio while you're driving. I'm gonna be honest with you, I do it all the time. You can even do a walking meditation in Joe Dispenza's book entitled Supernatural. He has a chapter about walking meditation. It's very similar to sitting and meditating, and then you have, of course, your meditation where you're gonna just observe your thoughts. You're just going to be in the silence, which is also effective. So when we're talking about all these different meditations, I do them all. Okay, I know Pierre Eddie does too. And again, thank you, Pierre Eddie, for the collaboration on Friday. I apologize for the glitches. That was apparently YouTube. Okay, it wasn't anything on my end. And at the time, you know, when I'm trying to, you know, conduct basically an interview of Pierre Eddie, who has mastered the art of manifesting large sums of money, a car, health. He almost died. He was paralyzed for 3 months. Who better than to ask than somebody who has literally changed their life by simply following, you know, Neville, Joe Dispenza, and he does meditate. And he insists, and so does Joe Dispenza, the scientific evidence shows, as well as the research. I have plenty of research from, you know, in the house when I access this online university that I instruct at, so I know it to be true. I have a student right now talking about it in his lengthy project, his dissertation, and I'm so enamored. I'm beyond enamored. He's talking about using, you know, visualizations along with breathing, doing exactly what I teach to you. He's writing a paper about it for athletes, and we already know that it works. And he has lots of research, and I added more research for him to go after and to sink it into that document, making it more credible. Okay, so I'm not just here blah blahing for my own sake. I'm here to help you so that you do not duplicate the mistakes that I made for years. It is very simple. It truly is. Embody the state as if you already have that which you desire, and be grateful for it. Stay in a state of unconditional love. Accept what is going on out here. Focusing in here on what you desire. The state is going to take care of itself. God's ways and thoughts are higher than yours, past your knowing. You have to prune the vine. You have to weed the garden. There's power in eliminating those negative thoughts. Doubt, worry, fear, anxiety, anything contradicting what you're manifesting, because you've already done it. The minute you decided that you have that which you desire, in that instant you already do, because this is a quantum field, guys. There's a version of you that already exists with your desire. Isn't that awesome? All you're doing is aligning yourself with that state, and you're going to do it faster by not coming from a place of lack, because that's negative. I'm never in a place of lack. I never doubt, worry, fear. Get it out. Keep doing it over and over and over again. Okay? And then eventually it all becomes automatic for you. But there is power in eliminating the negative thinking and eliminating lack. Okay? Remember that. I only want to come on here for about 10 minutes. The next time I'm going to talk to you, it will be about oneness. Today, I felt this is more important because so many people are, answer getting me, are in a place of lack. And that's why they're not seeing, they're like, oh, well, I already did this, you know, I already have done that, or I've already assumed or decided, you know, and there's nothing. Well, as long as you're looking for it, you're saying that you don't have it, that you're coming from a place of lack, especially if you have negative emotions piping through your body and your, you know, and your mind, guys. That there in and by itself is very detrimental. That's why I tell you to always be in a state of contentment, at the very least be in a state of neutrality, peace, harmony, okay? And also, you want to be grateful and have unconditional love, all right? Like Pierre said, even not just for health, but also for that which you have manifested by simply assuming or visualizing or affirming or scripting that you want money, you want a car, you want a job, you want that health, or you want those appearance changes, because him and I are going to talk about appearance changes, because both of us have done them. I changed my own appearance. I could show you. I used to be extremely skinny, and now I'm not. So I looked very gaunt and sickly 10, 15 years ago compared to now. Go figure. So I take on an attitude of fitness, so I don't look, even though I did then. It doesn't matter. You can manifest anything that comes to your mind. You are limitless. All things are possible to you, like I always tell you. All you have to do is believe and persist in that belief, and embrace the feeling that you would feel if it was already an accepted fact. Persist in it. Like Neville said, he always employed his five senses when he visualized, and in less than 24 hours, and if not few hours, he manifested. He was able to even manifest phone calls sitting on a stage from others. He was able to teleport himself. He had so many out-of-body experiences. I have his whole book. I'm going to read all 12 books. I'm going to record them painstakingly, and I'm going to upload them for your convenience right here under Mystical Professor, because that's going to reinforce. I've already heard them all, but it's going to only reinforce that information more into my brain, and it'll be available to you in a feminine voice. There are some already up there uploaded. I will also read as have the book in front of me as I read for your the pages for your reference, okay? The pages will be available for your reference as well as mine, okay? Or you could buy the book on Amazon. But this way you can have it recorded, and you can walk around, you know, working or working out or walking, and be listening to me read the books, okay? There's 12 of them. All right, so if there's any requests for subliminals, please let me know, or content or coaching. I'm always available to help you, because the goal here is for you to manifest your desired reality very quickly, very easily, and effortlessly, because it is. All right, there's power in eliminating negative thought and eliminating the lack, okay? Just embrace and embody the emotions, the feeling of realness, the knowing that it's done. Don't go looking for it because it's here. You're not going to look for the arm is there, the necklace is here. It's already there. You place the order with Amazon. You know you expect it to be here. It's that simple. People are making it harder than what it really is. I do not recommend robotic affirming. Okay, I prefer that you do that over having negative thoughts, okay, or opposing thoughts, or worry, or doubt, or anxiety. That's why you do the deep breathing, to eliminate you from all of what I just stated. The deep inhalation followed by an exhalation of all of it, all that air, get it all out, okay? Also, I want to please like, share, comment, and subscribe, because I am your favorite YouTube professor. I'm here to give you the truth, and please know that Pierre and I will collaborate again on manifesting things, meaning appearance changes, cars, money, because we both have done all that. So it's your turn to learn from us who are experienced, and we'll share the methods and the means that we employed to deliver it and us to experience it, okay? having fun. Again, I apologize for the glitching. That was YouTube, nothing on our end. But I appreciate you. I love each and every one of you, and assume that you're having the greatest life that you've ever wanted, okay? It's that simple. Assume it and be it. All right, take care. It's Dr. Sroyce, the Mystical Professor. And don't forget to prune the vines and weed the garden. Take care.